Yes. So until now, we have studied about congruency. Okay, we saw what are congruent figures. Okay, how can we check the congruency? Then we talked about specifically the congruency of triangles, different properties that we use to check the congruency of triangles. We studied four properties, and now we are going to talk about symmetry, okay, or line of symmetry. Anybody has an idea what is a line of symmetry
A line that
or
divides
what
a
is
shape into equal parts.
yes, a line that divides a shape into equal parts. That is symmetry. Now, it is also the line which passes through the center of any object or any shape. Suppose, let's take any shape, okay, and we have a line that is gonna pass through this shape, through its center, okay, or this way, okay. So both are lines of symmetry that are passing through the center of this figure, okay, either vertically or horizontally, and it will divide this figure into two equal parts. Okay, so this is line of symmetry. Okay, let's write the definition.
Do we need to draw the diagram?
Yes, you can draw the diagram.
Ma'am,
Yes, Cedric.
line of symmetry is usually in dotted line and not the straight line.
Yes, it is a dotted line. But why I used a straight line is because if I would have drawn it with a hand, it may have gotten a little bit here and there. I'll make it with hand too. Okay? It is, if you want making it, use a scale and draw a dotted line, okay, in the figure. Okay. Now, this line of symmetry is sometimes also called axis of symmetry or a mirror line. Okay. Why is it called a mirror line? Because it presents two reflections of an image, okay, that coincide. All right. So it is also a type of reflection symmetry. All right. Two reflections of an image that coincide. All right. That is why a line of symmetry is sometimes also known as mirror line. Okay, anyways. So we know that line of symmetry, it divides an object into two halves. Okay, and in some figures, there may be one or more lines of a symmetry. Okay, write it till here, and then we will see that how what are the possibilities of all the types of lines in a figure. Done writing till here?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Any doubt in the definition, in the meaning of what is a line of symmetry?
Ma'am, can you draw it from the diagonals as well, like from the corners?
Diagonals as well. Okay.
No, I'm like, can you draw it? I mean, you can draw it, right?
I can draw it. I can draw the diagonals too. Okay. But since this is a rectangle,
No, I mean,
we'll
if you draw it from the diagonals, will that be a symmetry as well?
will that be a symmetry as well.
Will be
If
line
I
of
draw,
symmetry as well?
Yes, ma'am. It is a symmetry.
yes, it is going to be a symmetry if we draw the diagonals as well. Okay. Now moving on to what kind of symmetrical lines a shape may have. So a shape may have some shapes may have no line of symmetry. Then some shapes may have infinite lines of symmetry.
Ma'am,
Infinite lines
circle
of
has.
symmetry.
Ma'am, only circle has. No,
Yes, that is a circle. Okay, example is the circle which has infinite lines of symmetry. Then we have figures which have one line of symmetry or two lines of symmetry.
ma'am, ma'am, a kite has one line of symmetry.
Yes, Edric, that's right. Or multiple lines of symmetry. You can write this down.
Rectangle is 4, square has 4, triangle has 3, pentagon
Yes,
has
that's
5, hexagon has 6, heptagon has 7, octagon is 8, nonagon is 9, decagon is 10.
yes, that is correct. All of that is right. Now some shapes are there, okay, which cannot be divided into equal parts, okay, which have no line of symmetry. What are those shapes called? Those shapes called, um, they are like asymmetric, okay.
Asymmetric.
Where, yes, asymmetric or asymmetric, whereas if we fold the shape, if we fold the shape along the line, they will not be able to cover like the two parts will not be able to cover each other perfectly. Okay, those shapes are known as asymmetric shapes. Okay, and write the definition. That one part covers the other. Okay, these are known as asymmetrical shapes. Okay, now write it till here. Okay. So now there are
Ma'am,
also,
we're still writing it.
you were writing it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, write it down.
It's done, ma'am. Thank you.
Done. Okay. Zara Samian Rutan. Okay. So let's move forward. Now, talking about the lines of symmetry, there are, we have vertical line of symmetry and horizontal line of symmetry.
Ma'am, diagonal.
Yes. and horizontal line of symmetry. Okay, now in the vertical line of symmetry, the line that passes through the figures, it passes vertically. Okay, it divides the shape into two identical halves vertically. That is a vertical line of symmetry. For example, we have the figure. Suppose we have the alphabet H. Okay, we have the alphabet U. All right, or V. When we have a vertical line of symmetry,
Or Y.
we
W,
will,
Y is also there.
yes, and more are there. So W by T, then we have A,
From Z.
M, Z. Okay. So all these alphabets are divided vertically through a line of symmetry. Now I have written them. Draw draw vertical line of symmetry and divide it into halves right now. Want you all to draw the vertical line of symmetry and divide them into two halves.
Ma'am, what was the letter you wrote after into?
H, U, and V. After into is two. After the shape into two identical halves vertically.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now take a look at the other side, that is horizontal line of symmetry. We have alphabets such as
B, C, D, E.
P, C, E, H also,
From D. D also.
D.
D, yes, which can be divided into two halves using the horizontal line of symmetry. Okay, divide them as well using the horizontal line.
Done.
Done? Okay. Now, talking about the number of lines of symmetry, we have talked about its meaning, we have talked about its types, we have talked about what conditions can be there in the figures. Sometimes some figures, such as a circle, has infinite lines of symmetry. Then some have two lines, some have three lines. So talking about the three line figures, we have triangles. I'm cleaning the screen, okay? We are going to talk about the examples of lines of symmetry. Okay, so three lines of symmetry. We have a triangle, okay, which has three lines of symmetry. That passes through it like this. Then we have some figures which have four lines of symmetry, such as a square. Abraham, I'm unable to hear what you said. Still unable. Can you type it in the chat, please? Can you type it down? Then we have figures which have five lines of symmetry, such as a pentagon.
Ma'am, I keep drawing hexagons into the pentagon.
It has five lines of symmetry.
hexagon?
Yes, hexagon that has 6 lines of symmetry.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yes, Abraham, I can hear you now. One vertical, one horizontal, then we'll pass through all the vertices from all the corners. That is your hexagon with 6 lines of symmetry. And lastly, we will see our circle. Which has infinite lines of symmetry. All of them will pass through the center. Right now, I've made 8 lines in it, but in the circle, we can make any number of lines of symmetry. Pentaconta hexagon, 56 lines of symmetry. Styliagon, 1,000 lines of symmetry. 6,000 lines of symmetry. I cannot really draw and show those
Ma'am, they
figures
look
to you right now.
like circles, ma'am.
It will look like circle.
Yes, ma'am. They have so many sides, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Mariagan has 10,000 lines of symmetry. This is a lines of symmetry competition going on. Which figure has the most number of lines of symmetry?
Excuse me, ma'am. I need to leave.
You need to leave, Zara? Okay. We have done with it, Zara, okay? Like, we have finished with the chapter and we are done with it. So
What's
you
the
can leave.
homework, ma'am?
What's the homework? The homework is to try out the back exercises of this chapter. Okay.
And this is chapter 16, right?
15.
Yes.
Chapter 15.
15th chapter it is.
Okay.
Okay. It has, I think, two exercises, 15.1 and 2. Try them out. Okay. Okay, Sarah, then see you. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Okay, enough with the lines of symmetry competition. And what we will see is, okay, we've seen the example. So that's it with this chapter. We have finished with the chapter. Let me write for the circle.
Bye, ma'am.
1 second. Wait a minute. Yes. So what I wanted to discuss is for the math test. Okay. Have you taken all the tests till chapter 13? From the 8th chapter to
Yes,
the
ma'am.
13th?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
First chapter to 13 you've taken.
Yes, first chapter to the 13th chapter I've taken. So what we are going to do now is I plan to keep a test of the 14th chapter. Okay, I plan to keep a test next in math of the 14th chapter. 13th period. That is circle. Okay, it is an introductory chapter of circle. How about this Friday?
That's day
Since
after tomorrow right now.
this
Friday,
Friday
I'm not there.
you are not there,
No.
so can you submit on Saturday, Simeon? If you submit on Saturday, then also it's fine.
Friday morning, I think I'm there. So
Friday morning you are there.
if you can send the paper on Friday morning, because in the evening I'm going to go for a cab.
Evening you
Or
are
else
going to go.
Thursday evening.
Thursday evening. Okay.
But today there is another test because we need at least 2 days to study for the circle chapter.
2 days to study for the circus chapter, right? Then Wednesday, like today you people have the science test. All right. So what I shall I share it on Saturday or Monday?
Monday.
Monday,
Monday.
not Saturday.
Monday.
Okay. So okay, we can break and give yours.
Could you,
Prepare for it.
could you send it on like a date after Monday?
A date after Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Why? What happened?
Ma'am, like after Sunday, we don't have to rush for the test.
Okay, but since this is a pretty easy chapter, I thought to put the test on Friday. But then you will have the weekend, you'll have 2 days, like Thursday to Sunday, 4 days time you have. So I think Monday is okay,
Yeah,
Abraham.
Monday is fine for me.
Abraham, you don't have to rush for the test on Monday. Okay, prepare it till Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, you just have to give it a quick revision. Okay, so you don't have to rush for it. That is the thing. Since 4 days you have, and it is a simple chapter, don't worry. The 14th chapter is very simple. Only the circle parts of the circle is there.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, the only reason I was saying it is because Monday is the day when I have a lot of classes. That's why.
Monday is the day where you have a lot of classes. Okay, so when I give the paper to you all, I give you all a time of like 24 hours, right? Within 24 hours, you can submit it. Like after me sending you the paper, within the 24 hours, the paper you all have to submit. So finish your classes, take rest, and then do the paper. Okay, that's not a problem. I do have a lot of classes on Mondays. My Mondays are really busy. Even my Mondays too. So yeah, Mondays are hectic. I get it. But up to your classes first, take a break and then finish the test and send. Okay, within 24 hours. So we'll stop here. for science tomorrow, I'll discuss your paper. Okay, we just had a science test on friction, force, and motion. I'll try to check it by today. Okay, or I'll go through your papers. So we will be discussing the science test tomorrow and about the experiment. Okay, we can do the experiment day after tomorrow. The litmus
On
test.
Friday, ma'am?
Friday. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Friday we can try out the litmus test, litmus paper experiment, and I'll tell you tomorrow in tomorrow's class what all you need. Okay, so you can arrange it in one day. All right. Okay. Okay, then that's it for the class today. See you all.
Bye, ma'am.
No science class today.